And Renee Good should still be alive right now. And all of the future white people that's killed by white Americans, that's killed by this crooked, wicked, vile country and its agents. I don't think non-black Americans really understand what's going on. It's no going back, okay? It's no going back. It's no going backwards. It's not possible. Y'all have to open your eyes and y'all have to understand what is really going on. That deep, deep hate that's been embedded in the people of this country since its inception is coming out now. It can no longer, since Obama got elected, it has been coming out and more and more and more and more and more, and it's all the way to a head now. It's you know the white Americans with that hate, and I'm gonna say this, not even just the ones with the hate. It's a lot of white Americans that are complicit because they don't speak up and or they don't want to talk politics. They think this is political. This is much more than political. This is spiritual at its core. These are people who don't know who they are. They don't want to know who they are and want to attack anything and anybody just because they are confused. This regime, this administration is a group of confused human beings. They don't know who they are. They don't want to know who they are. They don't want to know the truth. They want to believe a lie. That's what we dealing with. We dealing with people that do not want to know the truth, and they don't want to know what their purpose is. They don't care about none of that. They are in love with an illusion of what they think America is. And that means they want to go back in time. And it's only going to get worse. So, to all of the other races of people outside of black Americans, we hate to say we told you so. We don't want to say we told nobody so. We don't like that. We don't want to be right about something that's just wicked. We don't want to be told we right. We looking at y'all like, why do it take so much for y'all to understand that if anything like what happened to Alex Pretty and Renee Good, if anything like that happened to anybody, it's happening to everybody. So that means Trayvon Martin, that means Michael Brown, that means George Floyd, that means all of the other ones that died, Emmett Till, all of our people that have died at the hands of injustice. It shouldn't take for somebody that looked like you to die for you to understand, because really at that point it don't feel genuine. It don't necessarily feel genuine at all. But I get it. I do get it. I do get it, because when we look at the white on white crime in this country, which it's a lot. The sad part about white on white crime is it's almost rewarded, because not only do white offenders usually get let off the hook, but they end up getting a movie deal, they get a book deal. Agents, I'm about I'm about 100% sure that they gonna end up with movie deals and book deals, and they will not spend no time in jail. So that is the trend in white America. Y'all actually reward your criminals. So it's an incentive to be a criminal here in this country if you white. And then, you know, you go on a book, you go on, you write books about it, and then you monetize it. So that's the trend in white America. That's all that's going to happen. These ICE agents are going to write books and they're going to get movie deals. I'm guaranteeing you they're already thinking about that. That's what white criminals do. They want to monetize their crimes. That's it. And look, I see Luther Anish. Yeah, yeah, God, yeah, Christ is King. Yeah, we are made in God's image. You're looking at a version of God right now. So yeah. So a whole lot of y'all wicked people, that speak about God and are the devil in the flesh. And them Stephen Millers and Trump included. They like to speak about God, and Charlie Kirk, the devil in the flesh. That's what they represent, the devil in the flesh. Your words don't mean nothing. It's your actions and your heart. And that's what's going on now. These people hearts, they can't hide that hate in their heart no more. No matter how much they talk about God, no matter how much they talk about just, what being, they the hate in their heart is starting to come out. They cannot hide it no more. They cannot. And the ones screaming God the most right now, most of them, their works, you got to look at people works. Yeah, the people that y'all might think on the surface are wicked, them the ones God love. Trust me. If you really read that Bible. Yeah. So yeah, let me get back to my point, man. These people, they can't hide it no more. They can't hide their wickedness. They want to let it loose. And like I said, they're gonna monetize this. So it's almost, I guarantee you, this will not change the hearts of many of white Americans. It will not. They are in love with the image of what America is. They are in love with how it look, not how it feel, but how it looks. America, in white America's mind, is the white picket fence with the dog and the two kids, and it's a look. It's not how it's supposed. It's not a feeling. The way America feel to black Americans, it feel like just a place that we can have some kind of understanding. I'm going to be honest. Satan is our savior. He gave us the knowledge of good and evil. He is the light bringer. Yahweh is the doomage, and his goal is to keep trapped them. Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. I don't know what you talking about. Necron, nah, bro. You looking at a man made in God's image right now. Yeah, you looking at, if y'all don't know, every race come from black people. So I know I think that's a part of it too. Since genealogy came about and everybody started to know the facts about where all humanity started, I think that's a part of this backlash too here in this country. Obama getting elected and genealogy. I think those two things are like really messing with this generation of hateful white people, Americans, and the ignorant white people, the ones who want to pretend like everything is perfect. You know, it's messing with their heads. Once they learn that knowledge, like, damn, everybody come from the people that we hate the most. Yeah, I know, right? That's how God worked, though. You know, God works exactly like that to make you know them people that you was trying to oppress. Them was the people that you probably should have been holding up to a higher esteem, because without them people, you wouldn't have life yourself. And so that's the thing that nobody want to talk about. And until everybody start talking about that, this country and the rest of the world is going to still be running around like a dog trying to bite its tail, just running in circles. Yeah, all of y'all, yeah, you talking about this religion stuff, bro. I don't even really care about none of that. I care about what you looking at right now on your screen. I'm a man made in God's image. This melanin. We all come from Africa. Everybody's black. Say that. Put that in the comments. Start saying that, especially if you white. Write it down. Say it. That's a part of you getting out of that indoctrination, that fake version of America that you've been fed. We need to get to a real version of this world that God created. So when I'm speaking about God, I'm really speaking about everything that life comes from. And since this melanin represent where all life come from as far as human beings, we are the closest thing to God. So until all races understand that and acknowledge that, this country is going to be still arguing about politics, all that dumb shit. Left and the right, the libs and the all that dumb shit. All that made up dumb shit. It's not even real. And this version of what y'all think America is, the Constitution, all that made up shit that even the people that wrote the Constitution, they don't even believe. They didn't even believe in that shit. They didn't believe in it. Yep, I see a lot of y'all leaving now. That's my goal. Don't come up in here thinking that I'm finna tell you something you want to hear. You need to hear this shit. This is shit nobody gonna tell you. Yeah. Especially the so-called black people. Because a lot of y'all so goddamn confused. Y'all think y'all street niggas. Y'all want to be thugs. And y'all want to be, y'all don't know that y'all are people made in God's image. Period. That's it. Nothing more or less. We not no damn Democrats. We are God in the flesh. Don't ever mix me up with no goddamn political party. All that made up shit. That bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Chicken and watermelon and everything else. That's what we represent. We represent the soil. We represent the actual dirt that grow the watermelon and every other fruit and vegetable. We represent the actual dirt that grow everything that you owe life to. We represent the actual beginning of humanity. So yeah, we represent the chicken and watermelon too, subatomic curseware. But just know that you wouldn't have life without these big ass lips. You wouldn't have life. So you owe your whole existence to us. That thing that you hate, and that's why this country is being cursed. You do not disrespect your mother and father. We are the mother and father of humanity. You be cursed. You curse yourself when you disrespect your parents. We are the parents of humanity. So subatomic curse, damn, it's in your name. You like to be cursed. Yeah, you automatically know you cursed. So you know you gonna die. You gonna live a short life. You might live a long, uh, cursed life. A lot of people that live long, that don't mean you going to heaven. That don't mean you been good. Yeah, curse. Thank you, man. Thank you for putting that chicken and watermelon in the comments, baby. I represent God, though. Just know that God made chicken and watermelon. Period. That don't offend me. Just know you come from me. So when you see anybody that look like me, you need to bow down and say, oh, that's God. Yeah, we're the closest thing to God you ever gonna see, period. All I'm saying is, brother, break free from the Yiddish lie. Honestly, our war is, yeah, it is. Our war is spiritual. It's a spiritual. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. That's it. None more or less. We are all spiritual beings. And honestly, I think that 3 to 5% Neanderthal and Denisovan that's in every other race outside of blacks, outside of sub-Saharan Africans, because the shit is in us too. You know, we got infected with the white racist rapists that raped our foremothers. So we got a lot of that European blood in us in Black America. So that's partly why we even identify with y'all, because it's like a vampire, you know, infecting our blood. Like we got infected with y'all fucking blood by, you know, by force. So yeah, that's why a lot of us, I mean, it's nothing none of us is proud of, and actually a lot of us don't even like to acknowledge it. But I'm going to acknowledge it. Yeah, majority of all Black Americans have European blood in them from rape. And see, since rape is, now they're trying to go back, like how they went back on Bill Cosby and found out who he raped all them years later. We should be able to go back with our DNA and find the rapist slave owners and start to be able to sue all of the different corporations and colleges that benefited from these slave owners. Yeah, it's in our DNA. We should be able to directly go into our genealogy and find out the person that raped our foremothers, whoever bloodline, whoever the bloodline is tied to is the culprit. That's easy. Yeah, man. That's easy. So yeah, as much as, you know, y'all like to be like to think y'all offending us, what is the best purple drink? I don't know nothing about that, bro. Another race is, nah, race don't exist. This is a non-racist channel. Race don't exist. It's made up. The Catholic Church made it up, along with a writer named Gomez Zurara in the 1400s. They actually invented race. It was invented in Portugal during when the Moors ruled over Portugal. The African Moors ruled over Spain and Portugal. When they ruled over them, they gave them culture. They didn't have chattel slavery like this country. See, but chattel slavery was directly related to the 800 years that the African Moors ruled over the Iberian Peninsula, which is Spain and Portugal. They did not want to do the same thing that the Moors did with them, which was give them ice and gave their captives culture, like and that they was genes was dominant. So yeah, they didn't want their women to, you know. So yeah, what they did was made sure when they created chattel slavery, they made sure they didn't educate us. They made sure it was illegal for us to read. They made sure they was going to brutalize us. So no, this is actually the channel that you could get free from racism. Race isn't real. Everybody is black. Everybody's the same is the point. We can say any color, but I'm just saying black because everybody looked like this in the beginning. So this is the non-racist channel, bro, because race do not exist. Race was invented, literally. And so how they invented it was by saying that Africans were naturally inferior and needed to be saved by religion. Needed to be saved. So y'all know what Catholics do. Y'all know how they save people. Y'all know what the Catholic priests do, right? So I'm sure that's what they was doing. They was saving them by raping them. That's what y'all did to our people. Rape. Nah, this not race. This not no racism. And we can't be racist because we're the original people. Everybody come from us. We're just simply humans. Y'all got that Neanderthal in y'all. No, that's what I was about to say earlier. That 3 to 5% Neanderthal Denisovan that's in a lot of y'all. I think that's what's hateful within y'all. That Neanderthal and that Denisovan hates humans. That's the real issue. Because it got to be something genetically in y'all that make y'all predisposed to hate. It's got to be, and it got to be in y'all genes, and it got to be something deep in y'all genes that make y'all hate natural humans. Because y'all not natural. Y'all mixed in, y'all was, but when y'all left Africa, y'all start fucking them goddamn Neanderthals, and that's how you got all that bloodline and your hair. A lot of that hair come from Neanderthal. That's not human hair. This is human hair. So as much as y'all like to coming up with that bullshit, we subhuman. That was the whole thing. That's how racism started, by them saying that we were subhuman. And by default, that was supposed to mean the white people were the good, were the civilized ones, when it was actually the other way around. Imagine that. Yeah, because we gave black Africans from Africa, gave Spain and Portugal culture, which the whole continent of Europe benefited from. And that allowed Spain to be the first world superpower. And that allowed this whole Western civilization to even exist. Without black Africans, this fake ass society that y'all came up with wouldn't even exist. And so that's what I want to talk about. So if we're going to talk about the problem, let's talk about the solution. How can we get out of this? You know what I'm saying? And that's all I want. I think the way we get out of this is that we go to the beginning. We go to where let's go back to making humans great again. Because we were once great people that traveled the whole world and conquered every continent. I'm sure we wasn't always peaceful. I'm sure we beefed just like we beef now. I'm sure it wasn't, but at the same time, we started to, adjust and assimilate with whatever region we was in the world, and we started to look like the areas that we migrated to. Yeah, man. So that white person that we think of as white is just somebody that don't have no melanin because he don't need no melanin in colder climates. That's dope. I love it. Still our people. The Asians, same thing. They didn't need as much melanin, but a lot of them still kept it. Still our brothers and sisters. The Africans, us, the original people, we held on our melanin all these years. We are the original, We should be held in very high regard in the human species. We should be revered. We should have reverence among all human beings. We should not. Yeah, I'm your family too, man. Everybody black. Oh yeah, they gonna pay. Yeah, actually, everything that Trump is doing with this ICE and all of that, it's ensuring that we get our reparations. So y'all might want to do a DNA check to see how much percentage of black that y'all got in y'all, because a lot of y'all got black in y'all too, as much as black Americans have European DNA. A lot of white America got black DNA. So y'all might want to, instead of whispering that little small percentage that y'all got, y'all might want to start promoting it. You know what I'm saying? And really looking like that small percentage of African in y'all might be the thing that saved your fucking life. So it might save your whole fortunes, everything. So y'all might want to, don't be ashamed of that. And I don't know how you could be ashamed of something. All of our DNA regulates something in your body. You need whatever the DNA is in you. You need it to exist. So that's really what be so crazy. One of my white coworkers came up to me and whispered that she was 3% white. I mean 3% black. And I was like, well, you got that God in you. You know what I'm saying? But she was like trying to whisper it. I'm like, no, that ain't nothing to whisper. You should be very proud of that. You know? But yeah, a lot of y'all believe the lie, and that's part of this fake illusion of what America is. A lot of y'all believe apple pie, white picket fence, the dog in the back, 2 kids, a perfect house, you know, perfect ranch style house, and your husband going to work and he getting off work and you got the food cooked and you did that. That's a image. That's some fake ass shit. It ain't real. Trust me. It's not real. You cannot put your faith into something that's not real, into an image, a literal picture. You cannot put your faith into a picture in your mind. Like, you know, eating some ice cream, going to Dairy Queen, and oh man, all this dumbass shit. You cannot believe in that. That's not what you put your faith into. But a lot of y'all have put your faith into a picture, a literal picture. You put your faith in the 50s. That small town America. Them little buildings when you go downtown in your little all white areas. Y'all, in y'all mind, that's perfect. It's perfect America. Now y'all see that has actually been like a small little prison. All them all white areas have been small little prisons to keep y'all from opening up your mind before we had all this access to the internet and all of that. When they created all of them all white communities, they never factored in this technology. They never factored this in to the equation. They didn't factor in YouTube, TikTok, all these different things that y'all could break out of that. You know what I'm saying? That y'all could actually see what's going on outside of your little fake made up serene all white, you know, areas that, you know what I'm saying, that y'all police so tough. You know, now y'all see why we don't want to come there. We don't want to come. No, we don't want to come. Because you know what? We knew that y'all would turn on each other. We knew that. Because that hate, it can't just focus on it. Hate, true hate, it wants to destroy everything. And ultimately, it's going to destroy itself. True hate destroys, self-destructive. So all of the people that went along to get along because, oh, it looks so perfect. Now y'all see that that was actually the breeding grounds for all of this hate. All of these ICE agents, I'm sure they come from small town America. All these perfect places that y'all always like to say, well, I never knew. I didn't never know. How y'all can't never know when something is going on and it keep happening? And it's been happening since the beginning of this country. Y'all just gonna stay like y'all eyes is fucking closed? And then have the nerve to try to demonize having your eyes open? Wokeness? That, when I heard that terminology, I said, these people are in deep trouble. How you gonna demonize being awake? The opposite is being asleep or dead. But I think a lot of y'all, especially in white America, y'all want to be lied to. You do not want the truth. The truth, it hurt too bad to y'all. And see, that's why right now, this our time. We have looked within for a long time. We've been forced to look within. Y'all have relied on your skin. Two opposite things, but they starting to close in. Y'all starting to look within now. Y'all starting to do that. And that's a good thing. But don't try to run back to relying on your skin when you think everything is hunky-dory again. Where you can go back to your believing in your fake picture that your parents and your grandparents gave to you after they got that GI Bill where they can get their homes out in the suburbs where our people wasn't allowed to come get their homes. That was basically a ticket to what we seeing now. Then was the breeding grounds for what we see now. That illusion of what America is. That fake shit. America ain't never been great. It was just simply the only country that was developed post World War II. The only. Now everybody caught up. Now it has the potential to be great. This country can finally have the potential. Now the playing fields are level. Now we can, look, let's build. I agree with us, America being, we put the factories back in the communities and, but you know what, this hate for black people especially, because that's why they pull these factories out, because they seen upward mobility in our community. They couldn't stand to see us having no money. Y'all would kill each other. Y'all would kill yourself before y'all let us live. And that's hate. That's real hate. So let me read these comments. This dude is ass. I'm God, bro. He said I'm ass. This is what 60 IQ. Yeah, I know. See, and that if you look up the history of IQ, that's racist too. If you look at me, you see God, you see where you come from. Pure and simple. All of that IQ shit, that's all based in racist ideology. Somebody that was insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. And you're trying to project your insecurities onto me. IQ. That's what y'all do when y'all can't delve a little deeper than your skin. You believe in skin, bro. You believe in skin, and when you hear something that goes against that fake image of what you think is right, that white fake shit, you want to bring up IQ. Get out of here, devil. You a devil, bro. I'm God. God is not fear. God is love. I love you. I love you. How can I be fearful of something I love you? You come from me. You my little brother. I love my siblings. I love all my siblings. I dare you to try to run me. I just told you I love you. See, that's the hate in you, bro. You got to deal with that, though. Go to Minnesota and fuck with them. Go to Minnesota and fuck with them, man. How much you paying? Oh, no, I'm done paying child support, bro. You want to see my Maserati? You want to see my foreign car, man? This motherfucker talking about child support. All my kids grown. Today, my oldest daughter, 30th birthday. And my oldest daughter, 30 today, man. How much I paying child support? I got grandkids, brother, that I take care of. Got 4 grown kids. My oldest son, a millionaire. His name, Energy Beats. He a producer. I manage him, too. Yeah, this is just one of my Maseratis. I got 2 of them. Yeah, man. I'm done paying. I paid child support, guess what, y'all, for 27 years. I became wealthier paying child support because it motivated me to get more money. It's just money. Child support ain't nothing. I was married, though, for 15 years. Me and my ex-wife, we got divorced, and that's when I started paying child support for my 3 kids with my ex-wife. But yeah, man, child support ain't nothing. That is not our mother at all. We are from here, America. Oh no, bro. Not only did I not abandon any of my kids, like I said, I take care of my grandbaby too, man. I mean, I don't take care of her. She got her daddy there with her too. No, we don't do that in my family, bro. That's a misnomer. That's a misconception that y'all think of when y'all think bad. That has been trained to y'all to think that when it's actually the opposite. We are the best. but we're not even trying to be. We don't have to try to. Our presence alone makes us powerful. That's why you getting all of this stuff, these fake things. But what's crazy is all of that exists in y'all community. Y'all abandon y'all kids. That's what y'all do. Y'all abandon y'all kids, just like in our ancestry here. Like I said, we got a lot of European blood in us. Guess what? They all abandoned their kids, which was our ancestors. Not only did they abandon them, they sold them. Imagine selling your own kids. This is your history, bro. Y'all sold, your ancestors sold their kids. Imagine that. That is the worst thing. And that's why I said you are projecting. You are projecting that's within you onto me. I'm God in the flesh, literally. I know how to manifest. Anything I think of, I can make it appear. Been doing it my whole life. So I'm trying to train you right now. No, I'm God in the flesh, bro. A man made in God's image. You believe in the lie. I'm trying to give y'all the history of race. The whole, it was invented. Race is an invention. Look up Gomez Zurara. Gomez Zurara. Gomez Zurara. And Henry the Navigator. He was the Pope. Yeah, if anybody noticed, I just saw some hearts. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, Whitey don't exist. That's my whole point of this. Y'all don't even exist. Everybody's black. Nobody can hold nobody down. It's all in your head. If you believe that. This is me trying to tell y'all, this is like y'all took the red pill in the Matrix and I'm Morpheus. And I'm trying to tell you why your eyes hurt right now. Because you never used them. That's all. I'm just basically trying to walk you through your first day out of the Matrix. You've never seen real reality before. You've only believed that image, that Matrix. I'm trying to walk you through and show you what the real world looked like. And show you what the real world looked like before the Matrix was invented. Because the Matrix is basically race and that construct. It's not real. But you can make it real if you believe. You can make anything real if you believe in it. Faith. And like I said, white tea don't exist because it's not real. Everybody's black. Everybody originally from Africa. Yeah, I just did a live, a whole hour-long video about that. Go look at my hour-long video. I'm not against no white people because white don't exist. Black don't exist either, but everybody look like this. Everybody is this. Whatever you want to call this. This is what everybody is. Bro, look, let me tell you like this. Everybody originated in Africa, and it could only be in Africa at that time. God is so real. That time that humans evolved in Africa, it could have only happened in Africa at that exact moment. That's how you know God don't make no mistakes. We are all here for a reason. We all have purpose. And it's really not to even discuss this shit so much as if y'all believe in it. See, because it's just like that movie, It. If you believe it, you make it real. It's not real until you make it real. Race don't exist to me. I know, bro. I know that's what y'all all say. It's theory. But trust me, man, I really can't help y'all. Like but that's what I said earlier. That knowing that we all came from Africa, I think that's part of this generation really flipping the fuck out. Because y'all want to believe y'all superior when, if you look at the facts, y'all have not only have y'all never been superior, you've always been weak. Only the weak act out just because of people's presence alone. Only the weak behave like your people behave because of other people's presence alone. When we in public, y'all be tripping. We don't even say a word. Y'all have a whole damn attitude. That's weak. Y'all come around a bunch of us, we don't even think about y'all. We trying to be your friend. We like when y'all come around. Because we know if we hit one of your women, the baby gonna be black. We don't care. No, God didn't separate us, bro. This whole earth is our turf and everybody in it. We're not separated. We're all us. It's no separation. Black people went to every continent on earth and turned into other beings, lost the melanin and started to look different and gain different features. But trust me, in our DNA, we are all us. We just look different, but we are all us. Now, I'm the opposite of narcissistic, man. I'm factual, bro. I'm not going against nothing. I'm not gaslighting. I am throwing some examples out there. That's what racism is. Racism is narcissistic. Racism at its core is narcissistic. Yes. So why am I? Well, it's only if you believe. You said Black Fox. Why am I talking about us? So why are you talking about us? It's only real if you believe it. So if I'm saying this, so it's like the guilty, when you throw something up, it's like the dog holler. You know what I'm saying? If the shoe fit, wear it. But if you understand these facts about what I'm saying, because at a certain point in our human history, we didn't look at each other as white or black or none of that. We were just, what we were always looking for is, this is embedded in us, to look for this round shape of our head. We have been encoded to look for each other. This is what we look for. This is all we look for. This round, that's why when you driving at night and you see something that look like a human, it's something that make you, react, because, you think that's one of your people. That's how we always looked at each other from the beginning. If we see another one of us, meaning somebody that has this same round head, that's how we look for each other. Just that build, that upright being, somebody walking on two legs. That's what we look for. This white shit and this black shit. But see, that, like I said earlier, the white came from black, literally, in the construct. They had to define what being black was, so by default, that made what white was. Whiteness came from blackness. See what I'm saying? So if they could say that when they invented the racial construct, if they could say that blacks are naturally inferior and subhuman beings, they can also at the same time say that whites are superior. That's how that worked. So in the beginning, like I said, look up Gomez Zurara. Gomez Zurara and Henry the Navigator. He was the Pope. Look them two up. They actually published a paper about black Africans being subhuman. And that was, like I said, during the same time that Africans was ruling over their countries and had been ruling over for 700 years. So, yeah, they wanted to create something to go against the people that had them in captivity for 800 years. Yeah, they wanted to create, because they might have seen some barbaric shit, just like how we saw our ancestors saw barbaric shit from y'all ancestors over here, a lot of my ancestors would call your ancestors subhuman because of the shit that they seen them do, right? But now we got facts. We don't have to guess. We don't have to create these social constructs. And, passed down from slave time to my time, we believed. I was growing up, I believed that white people were wicked. Man, if you taking babies and throwing them in the alligators, that is wicked. And that's some of the documented stuff that white people did to our people. But at this point, we can know, guess what? These people come from us. So they can't be all bad. You know what I'm saying? So we know the facts now. We know that everybody's black. And I like to say that because that gets some emotion out of people to say everybody's black. That get a reaction. Because it ain't even really saying nothing bad. If everybody understood what that really meant, if we all came from Africa, we all happen to look the same at the beginning. It's a lot of hateful comments in here, man. Y'all need some therapy. See, and when we get our reparations, we're going to be given therapy to help us deal with the things that they call like PTSD, which should be post-traumatic slave disorder. That, that's called generational trauma. We have inherited generational trauma in this dang on country. And so the Europeans, I think a lot of you European Americans have generational trauma too. Because I think a lot of y'all believe that you are owed something. I think a lot of y'all believe that, it's your inherent right to rule over humanity. And that gotta be some type of trauma. Like, I don't know exactly what type, but to feel like you're inherently superior, but, and then you find out the truth that the people you thought you were superior to, not only are you not superior to, but you actually come from them. You owe your whole existence to them. Like, that y'all gonna need some therapy, man, because that has to be traumatic to believe for so many generations that you're inherently superior, and then only to find out that one group that y'all went out of y'all way to try to demonize was the one group that you actually come from. Man, that gotta be traumatic, man. Bro, really slow. I know. Look, all this stuff I'm saying will come to pass, man. Get your DNA check. See if you got enough black DNA to get you a check. Because I guarantee you, you're going to be trying to do that. When you see how much money that Trump about to make sure, not him, but the stuff he doing, he is about to ensure that we get it. They going to prison, though. Trump, Stephen Miller, all them ICE agents, they're going to prison. They're going to be trying to flee America. They're going to be running. No, bro, this ain't no internet. Caprello, this not no internet at all, bro. This is inherently in us. This is without the internet. This is throughout time. We been knew we was. Come on, man. We are the dominant. We are the most dominant. We are the most dominant genetically. That isn't even up for debate. Whites are the most recessive. That ain't nothing you have to look up. Go have a baby with a black person and then you're going to see what I'm talking about. Internet don't have nothing to do with that, bro. I'm sorry to say, but I don't know. God just made us like this, man. But like I said, y'all come from us, so y'all a part of God too. Y'all don't have to choose to be wicked just because y'all confused. He said he gonna take my money. You looking at the money. I'm money. Money isn't what you can see, bro. Money is what you can feel. It's your thoughts. This is the bank right here. Don't believe in what you see, man. That's why I wanted to make this video, because a lot of y'all believe in what you see. Even our so-called other black brothers, man, y'all sisters too. Y'all believe in what you can see. Y'all have to believe in something that you can't see, a vision. You know what I'm saying? Something for your life, man. You got to believe it. You got to put that faith in and put that faith in God, right? And God is everything that created our whole reality, right? Understand that. Then you put your faith in that vision. You put the work in after you visualize, you put that work in, and then guess what? It manifests. It comes to pass. If you believe it enough, you believe in your vision, it's already real. Money isn't even real in the sense of physical. Money isn't even really real. It's the vision that come with it, that allow you to think about all the different inventions or different things that you might want to do. Music, for instance, that's the business that I'm in. Music, anything that you can have an IP, intellectual property, books, writing books. That is something that you could literally make money out of your mind. That's the kind of, even blueprints, you know what I'm saying? Blueprints that make the buildings. That's an IP, you know? So yeah, man, it's all here. This is the money. Trust me. So don't get confused by the shit that you see. Bro, you a diabetic. Thank you, man. I believe in my white girl. We out here doing things I couldn't do in the hood. You believe in her? Well, look, let me tell you something, man. The only thing worse than a man living off a woman is a man living off another man. So I'm gonna say you ain't the worst of the worst, but yeah, man, that's not natural for a man to live off his woman. But maybe y'all can you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all can, maybe you can come up, man, and start taking your rightful role, man, your rightful position, bro. I don't know what else to tell you. Play music, bro. Change your algorithm. Bro, we make this algorithm. Fuck the algorithm. Come on, man. We are us. We are people first. We make this shit. It don't make us. Trust me, man. Let's hear your music. No, I'm going to tell you where you can go to. Go to Energy Beats. Energybeats.com. That's a website. Thousands of beats on there. One of my other producers, Beats by Sav. That's Beats by SAV. Rio the Young OG. That's artists that my producers, a lot of them produce for. RMC Mike, BFB the Pac-Man, Crispy Life Kid, YSR Grams. These are my young babies. They are like my nephews or my sons. They are like family to me. Go check them out, man. You ain't the worst, but you ain't shit. I'm God, bro. Just don't never forget that. No, it ain't about no music, bro. That ain't what I'm on here for. Shout out Energy, man. That's like my nephew right there. 4K James right there. That's nephew. Yes, sir. 4K James, man. Let them know, man. They think I'm in here trying to hate on white people. I don't believe white people exist, black people exist. But at the beginning, everybody looked like this. And that's just something, I don't know, man. At a time like this, we have to come together under something. And if we can find facts like DNA to come together up under, why not? Why not? I seen so much hate after Obama got elected, man. And that's how we got here. That's how we got here. We got here because racist white Americans couldn't take Obama being in office. And that's how we ended up getting Trump. And y'all see what we going through. So look, if y'all understand any of this I'm saying, do your research, man. Just try to get out of this matrix, man. Get your mind right, man, to the point to where you can see other human beings. Like I was saying earlier, we look for this round shape of a head walking upright. Just look for humans, man. Look for our people. We all us. Our people is our people, period. We us. We are. But if you don't believe in it, Like my man said, he said he believed in this white girl. Crazy. If you don't believe in it, man, it don't exist. So, you know, that's it, man. I'm gone, man. Love y'all. One.